What's going on? It's Coffee in the Morning with your boy Don Illuminati. Back with another video. So when I like to get started by saying shout out to the men and women that's actually really holding everything together. You know what I'm saying? Got their senses together. For the women who understand what a woman is, what a woman's supposed to do. You know, she doesn't have all these other extra traits, and she sees the world and she's trying. She sees the world, she's trying. Fellas, if you see them trying, give them a break. If you see them putting in work, if you see them, engaging in with the Holy Spirit, whether it's edification, knowledge, understanding, they're coming to you for certain questions and stuff like that. Things can still be rocky in the midst of everything because, when you're dealing with relationships. But when you see a person that's trying, you got to have a little bit more patience. You're going to want to put your work ethics all the way at the top because you want to make sure that you're able to work well with this person, man or woman, okay? It doesn't take a lot for these people to see the light shining on the outside of us. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're a woman and you're dealing with a man that say he may not be that godly. Number one, you should not be choosing men that are unequally yoked with the spirit. Okay? And if you have done such a thing, we're not saying it's too late and we're not saying get rid of that man. That ain't what I'm telling you. Because I saw in the Bible where that it said that the wife could cause her husband to be saved. It did say that. But that was after it said a man could cause his wife and his children to be saved. But on the other hand, I did also see where a woman could be saved and she could also cause her man to be saved as well. And why I'm saying that is because of that light. It's that light that's shining. So if you're in that predicament as a woman, the best thing that you can do is shine your light. You can't try to teach him anything. You can't try to edify him. You can edify him through your actions because people pick up and they learn from actions. So if you're displaying yourself as a woman of God and a child of God, and you're doing everything through obedience, he's going to be watching you pray. He's going to be watching you read the scriptures. He's going to be listening when you're edifying yourself here and there. Now, if he's in the way telling you turn it off, turn him off. You understand what I'm saying? Cancel that situation because you know that you got a devil in your life and he ain't finna try to get down. So it's just gonna make things a lot more harder for you, especially if you're trying to hang on. Okay? So that's my suggestions for women that are dealing with men that are not quite there yet. If you can't lead them with your light, leave them alone. Just keep moving down your road. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you. Because they're only there to dim your light. And the longer you keep them there, the more dim your light's going to be. Why? Because the fight's going to get harder for you. It's going to get tougher. It's going to get rougher. It's going to get all the way. You can make an escape out of these situations by leaving it in the hands of the Most High, obviously, right? But then there's some actions that you're going to have to take as well, as far as verbally explaining to the individual, that, look, I'm on my journey. I'm getting ready to start making sure that, I'm getting my mind right, my spirit right, because my soul is on the line, being here on this planet. I don't care about what you're doing, but you're going to have to respect the fact that I want to make sure that my life is cleaned up. That means people, places, and things, everything that's in my environment, I need those things to be clean things. If you're not cleaning up with me, then, do you think you're better than me? No, I just think that we're unequally yoked, as the Bible says, because of the fact that I'm following the word and being obedient to the word, and you're not. So my God told me that I can't deal with you. Simple as that. Like it or not. That's what I told a lot of shorties, and I told them. You hear what I'm saying? And for the men, like I said, for the men, because see, look, we can't give up on women altogether. We can't, right? Because, dog, there's some things that we're still going to be put into play. We are getting ready to get our families back together, so we can't give up on them all as a whole. If we're giving up on them, we're giving up on God and the prophecy of what he said was to come. You understand? I'm not, dancing around in the streets, waiting for these things to happen. You understand? Because we don't even know if they can still happen let's say on our time, maybe in our time, but maybe not on our time. You see what I'm saying? So you never know when you will be ready for certain things to start taking place. You understand what I'm saying? We've all been on a pretty much like a I don't want to say a crash course, but that's almost what it seemed like. It will be a crash course if you don't understand everything and know how to play the ropes. Okay. And I wanted to move on to the next thing that I wanted to talk about, because this is originally what I wanted to speak on, and it was about angels and demons. And I've been looking around on the comment sections in certain videos, and I see that there's a lot of people who have a misunderstanding when it comes to the angels and the demons. People are like, I can't believe demons are in hell, going to burn when they were sitting with God and this, that, and the third. Let me make this straight to the people who watch me. Demons was never sitting in the midst of the light with God. They never was. Demons have always lived in darkness. When the Most High said, the Creator Most High said, let there be light. Boom, there was still light. That means there was light over there, but it was still darkness over there. So why is it still darkness? How is there still a realm of darkness? Because it's still there. So when he said, let there be light, he did not make that light in the middle of that darkness and cleared all them things that he already made out. They've been there. So do you want to know who was sitting with God? It was the fallen angels. Angels. So when you look down in hell, right? Like if you had the spiritual eyes, you should see angels burning in the lake of fire, not demons. Demons don't burn nowhere. Demons work in hell. Demons will be allowed to torture those angels that fell from God's grace, just like they'll be allowed to torture people. So demons ain't never fell from heaven, dog. Demons has always been demons, and angels is always angels. Lucifer in them has fell from grace from God. They were angels. Angels. Okay? They lost their spot in heaven. You see what I'm saying? It's not like they turned around and came down here. They became devils because of they was walking in darkness and committing abominations against God. That's what made them devils, but it didn't make him the devil. Okay? You remember, you got the serpent, the great dragon is what y'all think the devil is. Y'all think the devil is, with these horns or whatever. No, devils is people and everybody who falls from grace from God and walks into the dark realm. Those are the devils, right? Because they have a devilish mentality, spirit. It's a satanic spirit. It comes from Satan himself, the great dragon. You understand? The prince of darkness is not Lucifer. The prince of darkness is the serpent. Okay? That was the serpent. That was the first thing that was cast out of heaven. That wasn't Lucifer that was cast out. That was that snake. You understand? Before he was that. He was something else. He was something else, but he was not an angel. You know what I'm saying? But he became a serpent after God sent him away for trying to be like him. He wanted to be like the Most High. You see what I'm saying? But that was the great dragon. That was the great dragon. The dragon, the beast that's going to come out of the sea and all that. That's who the Bible's referring to. And that's the prince of darkness. You see what I'm saying? So y'all want to know who is not saying running the satanic realm, but operating in it. Operating in it. You see what I'm saying? That great dragon is also going to burn in the lake of fire as well. He's going to be cast into hell. You understand? For eternal torment as well. You see what I'm saying? These things ain't over yet. They ain't even begun their punishments when it comes to that. When it comes, yeah. So they haven't had their punishment and their torment yet for their disobedience. Because even God had mercy that He let these things go through time as He orchestrates things to His benefit by using the both things to get the best of the both worlds. He's using that darkness system to wean out people that don't deserve to be in heaven. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like the same reason why He's going to let anybody else in heaven that want His position. So when you walk in darkness and you walk behind that thing saying, oh no, nobody can tell me what to do. I have my own rules. I'm my own person. I can make up my own self-righteous mentality and just make up things as I go. That's do as thou wilt. That's the same spirit that Satan had on it, the great dragon. You see what I'm saying? And so I wanted people to understand that these angels, they didn't like fall from heaven, and as they got down to earth, they transformed into demons and stuff, and in turn their faces are different now. And no, dog, I can only imagine that the angels that fell from heaven, as beautiful as they were, they're still just that beautiful, burning in the lake of fire. What's supposed to change? They going how they go. You gonna go how you go. If you ain't making it to the kingdom, if you ain't making it to the kingdom, there's only one other place left for you to go. See what I'm saying? God made us to come with him. See what I'm saying? If we didn't come with him, y'all wish that it would be somewhere else for you to just chill for an eternity, or you wish that you could just live life, and then when you're done, that's it. You ain't got to check in with nobody. You ain't got to check in with the creator that made you. You heard that you had to check in, but you ain't want to check in because you had too much disrespect for the Most High, because you didn't want no one, nothing, no truth to have authority over you, right? So these people that operate like that and in that kind of spirit, they are going to take place in the lake of fire with the angels. Let me assure any of you who think that there's going to be demons burning in hell, bro. I've been to hell twice. I saw what I saw. God allowed me to be there, and I saw what the demons are doing. Now, what y'all might call demons, I don't know what you would call them. I would call them workers down there. But let me describe to you a quote unquote. See, I don't even think these were demons, because the demons are something else. Demons are more look like aliens, okay? Alienistic. It can look like anything. Leeches, a great form, all type of stuff. Worms, everything, right? Those are physical demons. Those are physical things that don't need the light. Things that you can't kill. You cut it in half, it's still wiggling while it's moving. It is only living off of antimatter. You understand what I'm saying? Those are the type of things that was created in the dark. Think about it. Things that are created in the dark versus without needing light for them to be created. Now you can say, oh, we was all created in the dark. Yes, we was. We was. As far as creation took place, there was no light inside of the womb. So yes, we come from darkness. We do. Because we come out of sin. We was born in the sin, in the flesh, which the flesh was provided here by some darkness. It's the only reason why we even able to live. You see what I'm saying? But God has put in a light, a spirit in that seed, in that womb, genetically, that twerks it out and it changes it from darkness to light in the genetic makeup. God, like he blew his breath into that, giving that body or that being a spirit, breathing it light in the genetic form, 93% light. That's how life is made up on the inside of the womb. And now that because that baby is attached to the body is still getting light and is still being able to produce that child. Without that light, still, if that person was here, they would not be able to produce our kind. They could probably give birth to a snake, but they wouldn't be able to give birth to a human being. Do you understand what I'm saying? Without that sunlight being there. So God gave us that. That's why when he said, let there be light, a lot of things came after it, like life, a whole bunch of different type of things of life, plants, trees, birds, animals, people. All those other life forms was there before we even got here. So when he said, let there be light, he said, let there be life. So therefore, you can attach light with life. You see what I'm saying? But this, because he said, let there be light, he never said that darkness wouldn't exist anymore. He never told people that it wouldn't exist anymore. So darkness has always, as far as our understanding, our knowledge, and from here and beyond, will always exist. Why? Because God himself, the creator, Christ, the Holy Spirit, Christ said his favorite hiding place is in darkness. And he said his secret hiding place is in darkness. Do you think he's ever going to give that up? He can constantly continue to create things, whether it's new dimensions, this and the third. But where will he always reside? In the midst of where things are created at. In the dark, right? Right? Just like you was created in the dark. Worms are created in the dark. Leeches are created in the dark. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that are created in the dark that take on life form. And there's still things on this planet can have life form without actually having to need the light of the sun. Those are called creatures. Creatures. So when you know what a demon is, in the spiritual form, you're calling it a demon. But in the physical form, if you was to see what you think is a demon, you would realize you would be faced off with what you call a creature. A creature. So what I seen down there in hell was, I didn't see everything. I didn't see all the tormentors. Because it looked to me, it was all kind of wicked things that was taking place in there. And people are being tormented. But there was about 10-foot big beast men, right? They're big brolic. I mean, their shoulders are big. Their arms, their biceps are huge. Their forearms is you know what I'm saying? They're big. They're big and they're strong and they're built and they're gray. They look like baby hawks, man. They look like baby hawks. And it's 3 baby hawks that be ushering in like, what was it like? I think it was like 13 people at a time or something like that. It's like 13 people in a line at a time. They're all chained up. They're all pouting because they have really no energy to cry out loud. Nobody has a cry out loud. I know that people will say, oh, well, they hear screams. And dog, you set your body in 6,000 bowling degrees and you tell me if you're even going to be able to scream. That ain't them screaming. That's their flesh screaming for them. Trust me, bro. That sound that y'all think y'all hear or might hear, that ain't people. That ain't their voice. Their voice box is burnt up. You see what I'm saying? That's their body screaming. If they could scream, it would scream like that. So their body screaming for them from the burning of the flesh. And it's a wicked sound. You ever put ham or something in, I don't eat ham, by the way, but you put ham in a pan and then you hear it. That's what you hear, amplified, because it's millions of mugs in that lake, bro. That's what you hear, amplified. And I've been there. So what I've really noticed was there's people that take place in the lake of fire, and then there's many more people that take place all in the outskirts of the tormentous places that are in hell. Because the lake of fire is not all that it is. Dog, there's like 9 different realms on the inside where all type of torturous things go on the inside of that castle. It's a black castle. Now, that's least of the torment than the lake of fire, but it's still torment. Because I'm telling you, people are in there getting their faces punched all the way in. You know what I'm saying? Arms ripped off and beating their body to shreds. Facts. Bodies big, gray. Bro, I swear, I don't even think these things had clothes on. I wasn't looking like that, but they wasn't females. But they're big, brolic beast, muscles. They look like the shape of like a man would be. You understand? Like a built man. Like a really, really bodybuilding, 10-foot bodybuilder can throw your car over, bro, by himself, you know? And not only that, just the understanding that you have, you understand a lot of things when you're there. When you're in spirit realm, you can understand things without being told. For some reason, your data, it just picks up. It edifies you. So you're able to understand certain things. And what you understand about these big, beastly, torturous things, right? You understand that they're real strong, and they're even stronger than what they look like. They're so much stronger than what they look like. Look, these things walk around in 6,000 pounds of pressure, just walking normal. If you had to walk down there, you wouldn't be able to take a step. You wouldn't be able to take a breath because the pressure alone, we ain't talking about 6,000 degrees of heat. We're talking about the pounds of pressure. If you were to put your body in there right now, you would just implode. That's what would happen to you. That's what would happen to you. But see, you got this other spiritual body that can take that pressure, but not take that pressure. So you still feel the pressure. You still feel the heat. This is why they can't breathe down there. You take all the pressure, you put so much pressure on you, you can't even breathe because of that alone. Imagine trying to breathe in 6,000 degree weather. So really, they still breathing, but they only getting this kind of breath. And that's through a straw. That's the only air they're getting. And it ain't even really air. It's like sulfur air. You understand? Mind you, they can smell their flesh and taste it in every breath they're taking. I want to get deep with you because I want to understand what I've really seen. So the people are coming out of this black darkness, right? And then they get captured by the big, tall, brolic things, whatever. You understand? It's three of them that's walking and ushering them to this bridge. As you look, there's a lake of fire to your left, right? Then there's a river that streams right in front of you, and then there's a bridge that goes over it. So you walk over that bridge and into this big black castle. The river's flowing under that bridge. The people got to get into that castle. Those big demon things are taking them into the castle. They're taking those people into the castle, right? So those are people, I don't know if they're going to end up in the lake of fire or not, but they're going into hell and they know it. Because what's on the inside there is torment for them. What else is it that I saw? So they're crying, they're murmuring. And see, the demons that come out of the darkness, they've been in that darkness. There's other things that are in the darkness to where them people just came out of. And some of them may think that they see a light. They might think they even in heaven. Because they come out of that darkness and then they get captured. They realize it's over for them at that point. Because they was always free in their head all the way up until that point. Till they get captured by them things. See, these people are so stupid. They think they doing right by themselves so much that they ain't got nothing to look forward to see, right? So they think when they die, that nothing's supposed to happen. They think they're going to be cool. So they're going to wake up one day thinking they're in so-called purgatory. They may see a few seconds, could be a few years. I don't know how long they might see that blackness for. But as long as they're in that darkness, they still think they fine. And in the moment they see a light, they think that, like, do you think God provided that for you? That's how stupid they are, bro. Because all the way to that point, they still think they good. They don't realize they good till they get captured by these things. And then that's when they start taking the crying route. We don't ever see these people get there at that point. They will be there, and this is what it will be like for them when it is happening. I seen it. It's happening. It's happening right now. So I don't know if there's people in there, but I seen people going to hell. I seen people going to hell, and I seen people that was about to go to hell, and I seen people in hell. I don't know if that was a future vision or if that was something that was taking place right then and there. But I got a feeling that there's some people in hell right now. Maybe they might not be in heaven, but I got a feeling that there's people down there right now. But I did want to clarify that the fact that angels are not demons. Regardless if they came down here, they fell from grace and they became devils and they started teaching people a lot of witchcraft and falsified things. That didn't mean that they were Satan themselves. They was moving through a satanic realm. They understood that they crossed God. They understood that, just like these people. You see what I'm saying? So we're not gonna sit here and make it seem like these angels had free will. Or didn't have free will. Because a lot of people try to tell people that the angels was made as angels, and the difference between them and us is we have free will and they don't. Well, they sure enough have free will enough to disobey God. So who didn't have free will again? The angels had free will. That means whatever they decided and whatever they chose, the same thing. That's you look at people. Look, man, that's your decision. If you want to choose to disobey God, if you want to choose to, operate in the satanic realm and walk this earth as a devil, well, just like the angels had the word, they understood what could have happened to them. But see, they got caught up so much in this flesh, in this physical realm, the same way a lot of y'all people do. You see what I'm saying? I see people here who are willing to give their whole lives up to live with God and say, forget and screw all this. But then we still got to remember, like, dang, a third of the angels, they were disobedient in the same things that people are able to show God, look, we can be obedient the same way that Lucifer and them wasn't. So let's stop talking about Lucifer is the devil. If you want to call him a devil, that's different. But you're going to have to call your mother, father, sister, brothers the same damn thing and stop trying to look at them like they're still people. Now, those people going to be ending up where the hell Lucifer at, even though he ain't no damn demon. He never was a demon, and he never will be a demon. Do you understand what I'm saying? Lucifer is not a demon. Trust me. Demons were created to be demons. And that's that. They were created to live in the dark. Those angels weren't created to live in the dark. Those angels were created to live in the light. They chose darkness. You understand? That serpent was always in the dark. When God said, let there be light, he basically wasn't even in there with him. He was still standing on the outside of the gates looking at God like, I ain't going in there. I'm going to stay right here. I don't know what you doing. I like where I'm at. Nah, I don't want to be over there. Nah, I could do the same thing as you doing. It wouldn't even matter. God was like, you understand what I'm saying? So this thing was really never, dog. You see what I'm saying? The only way he fell from the heavens because he was already in the heavenly realm. Anything that is not here is in the spiritual realm. Think about it. Those things was all in what y'all would call heavenly realm. Y'all don't understand the heavenly realm. Why do you think that there's a battle in the heavenly realm? Because there's a battle between light and dark. So therefore, heavenly realm have dark in it. Hey, listen. I'm just trying to tell you what makes sense. I'm telling you what's there. Now, I just made it make sense. So why would it not make sense? Why would you try to do anything else to make it not make sense? If you said there's going to be a battle in heaven. A battle broke out in heaven. How? Between evil and good. Where's evil? Why is evil in heaven? Huh? Because y'all don't know about what the heavenly realm is. Y'all don't understand about holy. You don't understand the Holy Spirit and what it really is. So what is the battle at? It's going to take place in that holy realm. Because a lot of darkness. Listen, God himself, Christ told me he was a charge inside himself. He said I was a charge within myself. That's why I was talking about that positron inside of the electrons, right? So when I was trying to question God, and I was like, well, dang, what kind of God are you? Talking about your favorite hiding places in darkness and this and I want to get God. That don't even make sense. Who are you? Well, I found out he's a positron. He already told me. I already broke it down. Same thing that we got inside our electrons. It's a positron. But once so much negative energy is being used, and all of our positive energy of our protons is being used up, and only that everything's active in the electron, there's something inside of the electron that takes place with a big burst and explosion called the positron. And that's stronger than everything. See, that's that power of light that hides inside the negative particle. So he said his favorite place is in darkness, but he's the positron. He's a light, a great light in the midst of darkness. That's why when he said, let there be light, he wasn't talking about the light that he was in already. He was talking about the light on the outside of the darkness that he was residing in. I don't know if y'all can catch that, but that's what he said. His favorite place is in darkness. His secret place is in darkness. Who said that? Jesus didn't say that. Did God say that? No, God. How did God say that when God is all light? See, the spirit was there first. Well, the spirit can reside anywhere dimensionally. You understand what I'm saying? So there could be some darkness somewhere. As a matter of fact, where? Everywhere. But guess what? If it's everywhere that he created, he was light first and then decided to hide in the midst of darkness. Why? He has his reasons. He has his reasons. So who controls that darkness? Well, he does. Well, what lives in that darkness? Well, y'all know. So who controls those things that live in it? Well, he does. So then who is their boss? He is. So why is there a war taking place in heaven? The same way he's letting a war take place down here. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Whose will? Christ's will. On earth as it is in heaven. So y'all don't know what's going on up there. Shh, keep your mouth shut. I'm giving you a little bit of grasp on what you need to know. Because y'all need to know who created us, then created demons before he created us, my friend. Remember? Before he said, let there be light, and we came, bro, he already had things that was living in the dark. Like I said, the type of things that don't need the light to live. So I obviously created that first. Did he get rid of it? No. Just because he said, let there be life and let there be life, he didn't say, oh, cancel death. Nah, not right yet. We're going to let these things all work together for the greater good of his purpose. Up there and down here. Why do you think that that thing was even able to face God off? God could have just destroyed him, but he didn't. Why? Because God didn't make him. He wasn't made in the light with the angels and all that. That thing that was cast into the garden was made by the darkness, the dark room. When he said, let there be light, boom, God popped up. That thing was already there. He was just there. It's like you got roaches in your house, right? You can't see nothing. You turn on the light, boom, there's a roach. It was already there. The light just came in. That light is God. But what was already there? Something that was already created in the dark. So we can already understand why he didn't want to turn over to the light. He ain't made by the light. He didn't care about light. He lives in the dark. So he don't care about what God and mercy and all that. It doesn't care. It doesn't. It only is the opposite. It had its opportunity to convert if it wanted to be, but it can't convert. So when you turn on your lights and you see a roach in your kitchen, what do? You scoop that thing up and you cast it out. That's what God did. That's what God did when he found out there was a pestilence in his home. When he turned the lights on, there was a pestilence. Why? Because there was pestilence everywhere. And one just said, man, had to make it out the dark. It was right there before God. Right there before God. The moment God got started. Oh, what do you mean it was there before God did it? Christ made those things. Christ is your God, the biggest God of all of us. Christ is who created your God that you think is all merciful and standing third. Y'all don't want to understand this shit. But damn it, who said let there be light, dummy? Obviously, whoever said it was living in the darkness. You don't know how long he was living there with these things. Stop trying to call him evil. He's fair now. At least he gave you niggas life. At least he gave you niggas God and gave you heaven to go to. Stop trying to deny and dismiss what he already created and who he really, really is before any of you. Any of you. This is why his justice system doesn't have no mercy. We're not talking about God. God has mercy. That's why God is not the one pouring his judgment on the people in the day of Christ. Christ is, because that's his judgment. That's his day. He wants y'all to understand who he is. God can't save you on that day of Christ. Only Christ can save you. You accepting him. Trying to accept God but not accepting his spirit, it's not going to get you through this. He will let them eat you. You will not have the seal of God on your forehead. Why? Because you haven't accepted Christ. Do you know what Christ is? He's the owner of the darkness. So, stop trying to give this realm over to, oh, it's the satanic realm, like Satan is the one with horns and he runs everything. None of them niggas run nothing. None of them. My boss, your God, that y'all don't even know. Because you don't know Christ like I know him. He created all of that. The same way he created y'all. Because even without that, antimatter, that's who he is. Is he not? Then you say, okay, then touch him then. Then touch your God. Your God is antimatter too. Why? Because it's antimatter. This is called matter. Something physical. This right here, it's nothing. Grabbing, that's antimatter. So until you see God, nigga, he's antimatter too. Okay? But the real antimatter that they speaking of, that dark stuff, the entity, that so powerful substance that they're finding inside of this negative energy, they're finding the positron in the midst of the negative energy. So now they're able to extract the positive energy out of the negative energy to get the explosive energy, and they use that. That's God. The same way we using the sun to get electricity. He don't look at it no different. Say you're gonna use it to whatever. But I put that here. I allowed y'all to use these things. Still all together for my cause as you sit there with this Hadron Collider trying to provoke evil, trying to draw more of my spirit in. Well, great, because this is the way it's gonna be done. He already told me this is the way. He got them scientists in there operating things. They don't even think they know what they don't even know what they're doing. People might think, oh, the devil's got them working on this project and then he's gonna bring this, that, and the third. God has them working on this project. Who's saying that they gonna bring the Nephilim back in the stand the third when God himself gave these motherfuckers the permission to kill 1/3 of the earth? So who bringing them back again? God himself is the one gonna put them back here so he can destroy those people he told them to destroy. So who's sending them again? Is it really CERN? That's the way they're gonna get here, but is it really CERN? I'm telling you what he told me. This is why I say you don't know him, dog. This is why I say you don't know him. Y'all don't. Y'all don't know him. Because if you knew him like I knew him, you would know who runs all the demons. You would know. Why do you think that we got power over the demons? They gotta respect me, man. What are you talking about? They know this is my mans. My main mans. They ready. I tell demon, yo, get out, kiss your shoe, nigga. They will break their back just to try to do it. I'm telling you, bro. Yup. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If you really knew Christ like that, I don't think that y'all understand how it would be for Jesus if he walks through here. You think that demons are going to try to attack Jesus? No, you devils might try to attack him, you stupid people. But the demons going to bow. Bow. Do you know what bow means, bro? They're going to bow before him. Bow. Just like they're going to bow before me. Do you understand? Because I got the power of Christ in me. If you don't have that, you can't make them bow. They won't bow to you. You have no power over them. They'll destroy you just as well as they'll destroy another demon in their own dark realm. And y'all won't even see that thing take place. Because you think that they only here to attack you and this, that. No. That's just the way these things get down. Let another demon step on another demon's toes out there. Do you understand what's going to take place? Nigga. That's them. That's what they do all day to each other. Don't get caught in the way. Don't get caught in the mist. Don't walk through that realm. Stay out of that path because there's a lot of rounds going on. It's like you're not the owner of a big super pit bull fight. Here these pit bulls start fighting all crazy and here you go trying to break them up. That's you getting involved in darkness. And they won't eat you alive, Doug. Do you understand? Why? They're going to come for you. They're going to take their eyes right off of each other and come straight for you. Why? Because you're light. That's the first thing that, even if they was fighting each other in the darkness and they see you, the first thing that they need to do is turn your light out. Because they can't operate in the light, bro. So, if you're light, if you have a superior light, right? If you're exercising your positron, that means you already been through all the negative. And now you got this burst of energy that just need to shine. That is what they're afraid of because they know that that is God himself. They know that that is the spirit of Christ that's hiding in the midst of all the darkness. They understand that that's what controls all the darkness. That's who controls it. Christ does. The positron. Your God. The same light that's on the outside of that bubble of darkness is the same light that's on the inside. He projected himself through the mist and created a physical him for us so we could be physical people and physically be attached with him. Y'all don't get it anymore? I can run you down the whole operation. As a matter of fact, if he allows me to go back to the class that he had me in, and give me some real notes, I can bring back down here to tell y'all what to do, this, that, and the third to become superhumans. Because that's what he was telling me about. I couldn't pick up on all the information, but I dipped out of the class. Yeah, dog, I disappeared. Just like that, bro. I could do that. I could do that. When I'm in the room, I'm see Christ. It was like, yeah, God still let me have free will up there because it was like, he didn't want to have the power to just make me stay there. I could have the power to disappear out of his face and come back here. And he let me. So I did. And I took a little bit of what he said. And he said he was a charge within himself. What could be a charge within yourself? What kind of charges do we have in a human body? So it made me think off the back Just those little bit of words broke down all this, and I found out that there's called a positron inside the electron, which all the stuff takes place. All the activity inside the human body doesn't take place in the protons, which is the positive molecule, right? Nothing's taking place in the neutron, but everything's taking place in the electron. But why? Why? Because there's a positron that's inside of there that's very well hidden, and you'll never see it until it's full of activity, full of dark activity going on around it. And then guess what happens? Shaboom! Why? Because it has no more positive to give this false effect. That positron is connected to your physical reactions and actions. That regular proton is connected to your physical reactions. That's just on another level of things. But see, that positron, when you operate through that, your body, your everything, that'll change your genetic form, that'll change everything. So much power that you could literally move things around you, dog. It can move shit around you, dog. And what can you do? You can, I don't want to use the word conjure, but manifest the spirit of God so much that you understand what's in it. It's real power. The same way we can make Wi-Fi and doing all this using that from the sun, dog, we can manifest so much of that in us. But see, that's what all those other things he was talking about when I was up there, that you was talking about, yeah, and if you live like this, and if you do that, and it's a whole routine of these things. The way we eat, the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we think, the things we put in our bodies, like the drinks and this, that, and the third, just certain things, man. And he broke it down to me scientifically. He had me in this class for half an hour, bro, talking like this. I know a lot of y'all probably never even hear God talk like that. Me neither, never. There's always a little few short words, and then he's going in the midst for a half a year, a whole year, 2 years. Nah, I complained about that, and then he dragged me in this one joint, and then it was so much info, I had to bounce. I had to bounce. So he was just going to keep going on forever, bro. I can understand that what he was saying up there was infinite language, infinite talk about us, about how he created us, what we're made out of, if we're around certain things, what it can do for us, all this stuff. And none of it is witchcraft. Man, that was God talking to me, Doug. It's Christ, not the God that y'all thinking. Y'all gonna say, well, what God? Man, Christ, the Spirit of God, talks to me. The Spirit of God. God's spirit. So you can say, I mean, God only one, but it's his spirit that talked to me. See, him and his spirit is two different things. Are they not? Then why is him and his spirit two different parts of the Trinity then? Why is it the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit? Why wasn't the Father included with the Holy Spirit? Because they're two different, bro. Two, dog. I'm talking to his spirit. I ain't talking to God. God ain't talking to me like him himself. He don't need to. Christ already know everything God would say, because Christ is connected to him. If he got to talk to me, he's using the spirit to talk to me, which ain't holding no bars. No bars. If you hear him from God and it sound all merciful, then that might be the God you hearing from, the light one. But that's not the creator for all creators. You ain't really understanding how to accept Christ, dog. The only way you're gonna get to the kingdom of God is when you got Christ in you. If he ain't speaking to you like that, then he must not be in you. I don't know. God's starting to feel like I'm a 144 or something, dog. Because I'm looking around and none of y'all is actually hearing from Christ. You talking about, oh, God told me this, that, and the third, and about relationships and shit. He don't talk about relationships. Not to me. Nah, dog, it don't got nothing to do with that type of stuff. It's always some scientific, spiritual connection. How do you think I got all this and understanding what they're doing in certain antimatter when they push the button, what it's going to do to our positive, negative blood cells? That's the way we're going to get back to him. He's ushering the church back to God. Christ is. Not even God himself. It didn't say God was coming to get his children to bring them back to God himself. It didn't say Jesus was coming to get the church to bring them to God. It said Christ was going to usher the church so they can meet up with the air with Christ in the air and took back to who? God. Was it to Jesus? No. Was it to Christ? No. It was to God. Christ didn't say, I'm ushering y'all to bring y'all back with me. I don't know if y'all want to go there yet. You hear me? He's taking you to where he created for you to have. You're God. the kingdom. That's where he's going to take you. Don't you understand? He's a transportation. He's a transportation realm of how other entities and how other spirits, whether demonic or not, or physical beings, going to get from one dimension to another. Christ does that. He's a transportation to get one place to another. Oh, he ain't? Well, how the hell was the Nephilim getting back then? Don't they got to crank up all the antimatter, aka Christ? Where do you think they reside at? Ain't they in the dark seas? Those dark seas is the blackness that resides under God's feet, like he said. All that is in there. They're trapped in there, Doug. So if he is letting them, he's sending them here. So y'all say, oh, well, CERN is doing it. Well, what is it? Is it CERN doing it or is it God? Nigga, God uses CERN, dog. Just like y'all don't think that he used people to do these missions. Y'all say, well, God don't need to do this and God don't need to do that. God been using all you people, including devils and demons down here, to do what the hell need to be done. Still, y'all just acting like y'all don't see it because y'all don't want to do your part. Y'all don't want to do your part. Nigga, look, I'm going to do my part. I got Christ in me. Christ is telling me to give y'all this message. He ain't telling me to get out here and be doing this, preaching all this prosperity word and this, that, and third. No, he told me to prepare the Gentiles for war. Prepare the Gentiles for war. So damn it, every day that I'm out here and I see these wicked beings around me, I'm talking about this. I'm talking about how they prepare for their life. Your life is on the line. If you keep walking around here demonic and wicked, and you know what I'm saying? And you poisoning the rest of the community, it's gonna be men like me. It's gonna take care of y'all. These niggas, they don't say nothing when I talk like that. Cause they're being prepared for this war, baby. And I'm the only one doing that. You can't tell me you won 44,000 and you ain't prepared for the war. Don't you understand that? All those behind that gate, all those saints behind that gate, they war with God. You ain't no warrior. Don't never call yourself chosen, dog. None of that. Because a lot of y'all don't even understand what the hell you talking about. Stop. Stop that chosen talk, dog. I don't even call myself chosen, bro. Because you niggas don't know who gonna be on the other side inside those gates, man. You can't just fucking stamp yourself in there, nigga. You ain't got that goddamn authority. That is not under your control. That is not. That chosen stuff needs to stop. ASAP, cuz. Because you're confusing yourself along with a whole lot of people. You are not chosen. Don't let me have to tell y'all niggas this shit again. Stop believing that chosen bullshit. It's gonna have you messed up here. All you need to worry about is getting to the kingdom. Stop worrying about if you chosen or not. You don't even understand your task to be chosen for an eternity. If you was chosen, you're not ever gonna dangle around there with the families and all that. You're not gonna be that. You will be forever trapped behind them gates, damn near. You gonna be on call, nigga, huh? Because you don't know what you might have to do every day, all day. That's like being a deacon in the church, cuz. Huh? Huh? If that's what you want, that's great. I wouldn't mind. If God got it as a reward for me and I don't know what else comes with it. But I'm not getting ready to consider myself being that because I know what that is. It's a tie top, holy king type-ish, bro. Holy king type-ish. Great leaders. We're not talking about people who leading up to 1 million people or a few 100,000. We're talking about people who led millions to the kingdom through battles and wars and everything. Those are the kind of people he chose to be his saints. Those are the ones, the greatest of the greats. Okay? A lot of y'all be on these YouTube streets and a lot of people on the YouTube streets talking about chosen is chosen. I'm like, nigga. By the view count I'm looking at, you ain't that guy. Okay? These chosen figures, they brought millions to the kingdom. Millions. Okay? Through war and battle. They brought millions. So let me just give you that information. So if you want to be that, you got a long way to go. A lot of y'all. So a lot of y'all need to just stop worrying about that. And just start worrying about and reasoning to yourself, am I good enough just to make it to the kingdom? Okay? Because see, you trying to get into the holy city. Nobody said you was getting into the holy city. Not saying that your name is not in the Lamb's Book of Life. The Lamb's Book of Life is for life, for you to have for life, forever eternal life. That's going to be on the new earth that God gives, while the heaven is on there. The heaven is a city. Heaven is a city, okay? Where the 144,000 resides is in what they call heaven. What y'all are calling heaven is not. It's the kingdom. Y'all want to make it to the kingdom. Y'all trying to get in heaven. It's only 144,000 going to reign with them, dog, in there. That's behind those pearly golden gates, my nigga. That's it. You got to think of the highest priests of this earth and all that. Who the hell said y'all had that position, cuz? Do you feel what I'm saying now? You think he just taking some regular old motherfuckers? Come on, man. This man had kings down here fighting, led many to war. That's who he put in there. Who are you? You don't even want to go to war. The saints war, bro. The saints, they war. They've been through wars. What you been through? So, when he say returning with the saints, he returning with all the warriors that was picked out. You heard me? The warriors. Y'all want to just believe that's the whole church. You think he coming back with kids and stuff fighting in there? Man, y'all niggas tripping. Huh? He's coming back. Jesus returned. He come out with warriors, bro. Warriors. The greatest of the greatest warriors that ever took place on this fucking planet, nigga. But y'all niggas ain't even standing up to prepare the Gentiles. So don't talk to me about that. We chosen saints. Bullshit, nigga. We the saints that y'all gonna see that return. The warriors. You ain't that. Well, you ain't that. That don't mean you ain't getting into the kingdom. Do you understand? Stop being jealous of the people who are willing to fight. And your punk ass just want to sit down, but you want to talk about you are chosen and I ain't going to be that. You're going to be nothing. You'll see that shortly on this planet. We're not even a king down here. Because you ain't put in no work. You heard? Man, look, man. I'm just trying to keep it a being with y'all, man. I'm sorry. I ain't sorry, because I love to get excited like this. I love to vocalize my expression. I love to do it, dog. I love to do it, dog. I love to do it. Because I already know, number one, it's something that they don't have. I could walk like this straight through the mall talking about this whole conversation just so people can hear me out loud. And then y'all would just put the camera on them. See how they get. See them. Watch them. Look at them. They are fearful, boy. And that's what you got to be doing if you're a soldier. Preparing them for war. If you're not, go ahead and continue to prepare the people. God's people need that edification. Okay? You're just in that section of things. And you got to focus on that and that alone. So make up your mind what you want to be in this war. Do you want to be an edifier and a person who sells prosperity and community and da-da-da-da and all this, that, and the third? Or would you like to talk to the soldiers to prepare them and get them ready? See, my focus ain't on talking about juggling conversations and topics. My solely function is to get the soldiers together, dog. He ain't tell me nothing, nothing else to do but to prepare them for the Jesus return as well. Jesus told me that. He told me to tell his people he coming soon. I'm telling them. Jesus told me to tell y'all he coming soon. I don't know how that correlates with everything else, right? But like I said, we're meeting up with Christ. The Jesus coming soon part? Hey, look, he must be coming soon. And I'm only saying that because that's what was my specific directions, bro. So trying to understand it, I don't care to understand it that much. I'm just going to do what I was told. And as long as I do that part, I feel like I'm good, I guess. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? Because I'm like, I already told God, look, I already know. I feel like I ain't going to be perfect down here. And you could hate me my whole life, even if you wanted to. But I'm never going to stop living for you. I'm never going to stop doing the plan. I don't care if I feel like I'm wrong or if I'm wrong. If I am wrong, then I'm wrong. But I was trying to be right. If you really look at hearts, you will look at my heart and you'll see that I try to do the best thing, the right thing. And And if anything, all I can say is I'm going to have the scriptures that God allow me to have here, and we're going to go over them. And you said, if I told you your word, it won't return to me void. So if I showed you, look, all I did was did what you said to do in here. So if I'm going to get punished for it, so be it. You can punish me. I'm fine with it. Whatever. But don't say that. You can't say that I was disobedient or I didn't do what you asked me. That's it. I don't care about all that. I be watching this movie called Legion. I ain't really good movie. It's Tyrese is in it and all this other stuff. And it's a really good movie. But I don't understand when Michael and Gabriel was fighting and Michael came down to save the people. You know what I'm saying? To have mercy and to keep it going and this, that, and why the hell would Michael want to do such a thing? These fucking people are demons. Like if Michael came down here trying to, you know what I'm saying, stand in front of that, I'm afraid that me and Gabe gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't letting that sit. We ain't letting that slide either. We not letting it go. Christ gave us instructions. If Michael's not operating off that, then Michael's probably not gonna win either. I'm just saying. I'm just being straight up, bro. Because what he's got coming is what he wants done. If Christ said, gave the power to death and told him to kill 1/3 of the earth and do not touch any of those who got the seal of God on their forehead, what the hell would Michael be doing trying to get in the way, protecting those who ain't got the seal of God on their forehead? He wouldn't, I don't think he want to do that. So I don't think that's what's going to happen. These movies be twisting a whole bunch of ish up. So, you know what I'm saying? But they have a grasp a little bit on things, but then that's when they start to manipulate it. They give you all this truth in the beginning, and then they start twisting it all crazy, man. It be all whack, dog. So, with that being said, don't even watch the movie. Who cares? I only watch it because I understand it, and I know what they be trying to do and flip certain things, so I can prepare and warn the people of certain type of things of what they're trying to do. But somebody else might watch that movie, pick up on that, and really believe that that's what's going to take place. My nigga, that ain't taking place. And I gotta assume this because I'm like, ain't no way Michael getting ready to jump his ass in front of a bullet, nigga. Ain't no freaking way. You hear me? This shit got to be done, period. There ain't nobody saving this. If Christ said it's gonna be that, that's what the hell it's gonna be. If Jesus said he coming back gonna smite his enemies, there is no other angels that's gonna be trying to stop him. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying. I was like, so what are they gonna try to do if Jesus come back treading on the enemies? You telling me that Michael's gonna stop that? Cause see, y'all niggas ain't even add Jesus in the movie. So y'all already know it's bullshit, you heard me? But that's what I'm saying. It's like, you feel me? Cause y'all wanna think Jesus is coming down here and his only task is collecting people and taking them back to heaven. That ain't his task at all. You can never say that was his task. How is he collecting people when we all gonna die? Who the fuck he gonna collect? The Bible said that they would all die. Who? The church. How? I told you, the button, CERN, boom, positive blood cells. So who the f is he collecting, dog? See what I'm saying? Telling you, man, I got a million ways to go around this, dog. I got the story. I got the right story. What? Because I got this man in my ear, dog. I got this man in my ear, dog. And I feel like nobody else on this earth do. Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me, bro. Please, like, show me to the men that you speak to. Show me them. I don't care where they are. At this point, I'm gonna assume I gotta find them online. Because we are very far and few. The ones like me, the ones who could really hear him. We're far in between, dog. Y'all be so lost. Y'all supposed to be following people who can hear the spirit of God. But you still trying to look at me like I'm crazy because I'm telling you, nigga. I was looking at this man like, yo, who is you? But then I know. Because I was looking at it like that too, dog. But then it giving me so much information. And why does it all seem logical with everything that I've been putting together? Then that's who he is, dog. This Christ entity that comes from darkness that made everything. The most powerful thing in the universe is the universe. Like, bruh, nothing was created without this thing, man. Nothing was created without this spirit, man. He created all those demons. See? Maybe he messed up a whole bunch in the first part because he was, maybe they gave him more entertainment or so. I don't know. But let's put it this way. When he created us, did he or did he not separate us in them realms? Because if he wanted to watch a shit show, he would have made us born in that. Y'all think that that's what this is? That ain't what this is. We got complete power over these niggas, man. Come on, man. Y'all ain't really seen what's to be really real, man. Y'all be like, oh, we are in hell. Nigga, This place ain't even get about as bad yet. You talk to me when you've been through the apocalypse. Then you talk to me about hell. You talk to me when the Battle of Armageddon is on the verge. Then you talk to me about we kind of living in hell. Because that's really the kind of cross transformation, anyway, transition. You understand what I'm saying? Because people is bringing hell to this planet. The things that are in, quote unquote, that dark room, that's not hell, nigga. Y'all gonna think it's hell on earth, but that's not what hell look like. Y'all niggas seen a lake of fire around here anywhere? Huh? Y'all niggas is talking real dumb, dog. I gotta approach this like a lawyer, bro. If you talking about, oh, we basically, this is hell. Okay, well, where the fuck is the lake of fire then, you dumbass? Where is it? There ain't one. There's, hell is a big black castle. It's got a lake of fire that go all around it. That's where hell is. That's not the dark realm. That's not in the seas, the black seas where the Nephilim and all them are stuck right now. They're not stuck in hell. No. That Lucifer and them is stuck in hell. The demons and shit, they still where they at, bro, in the darkness. Y'all want Lucifer and them to be in there and that. Nah, man. We know where Lucifer in there. He took the keys from them and they locked them in there, dog. That's the angels. That ain't the demons. The demons that are down there that were made to be down there as workers, they ain't going nowhere. They will always be there. That's their job. They live for this. They die for this. They don't even die. Nobody dies down there, right? Okay. So, then where are all these demonic entities that we speak of? Well, they ain't in hell, nigga. They where they always been. God created hell for people who was disobedient to him. The demons, as last I checked, they was not disobedient to the Spirit of God. When he told them to kill all of the earth and do not touch the ones that got the seal of God on their forehead, what do you think they did? They did exactly what he told them to do. That means they are not disobedient to my boss. They ain't disobedient to him. You people are. That's why y'all are the devils. Y'all more devils than the demons are. The demons just doing a job. Y'all doing what the fuck y'all want. And that's why he gonna let them on you. Till next time, it's your boy Don Killuminati. Peace and one love.